Datetime module in Python. Python datetime module supplies classes to work with date and time. Let's say you want to know today's date using Python. There's a module in Python called Datetime. To use it, type in import datetime. Instead of writing datetime again and again when you need it, you can write import datetime as dt. So whenever you want to write datetime, all you have to write is dt. Next, you have to create a variable called current_date and set that equal to dt dot date dot today, and throw a set of parentheses beside today. So we're trying to find the date from datetime from today. Now we have to print out the current date. So we're going to write print in parentheses current date. This will print out today's date. So let's run this program. As you can see, the program printed out today's date. If you want to get the date and the time together, all you have to write is dt.datetime. Now let's run the program. As you can see, this is the date and this is the time currently. Let's say you want to know the year, month, and date on separate lines. To do that, let's create a variable called date1. Set that equal to dt.date.today. This is going to store today's date in this variable, but we're not going to print it yet. So first of all, we want the year. So print, and in quotes we're going to write year. And we're going to place a comma over there. And now we're going to write date1 dot year. This will take the year from today's date. Let's copy this 2 more times. The second one is going to be the month. And so we have date1 dot month. And the third one is going to be the day. So we have date1 dot day. Let's run this program. As you can see, it prints out the year, 2022, the month, which is the 8th month, and the day is the 29th. Now let's look at the datetime dot class. Let's name a variable called time1. And let's set that equal to dt.time. And let's throw in some parentheses. Here, these parentheses have to have hours, minutes, seconds, and microseconds. So let's enter an hour, which has to be from 1 to 24. And let's say we choose 1 for that. Now the minutes have to be from 1 to 60, 56, and the seconds have to be from 1 to 60, let's say 54, and the microseconds have to be from 1 to 1 million. Let's say we have 53,895 microseconds. let's print time 1. Let's run this program. Here, as you can see, it prints out the hours, the minutes, the seconds, and microseconds together. Notice that in between the seconds and microseconds, there is a dot instead of a colon. Say you want to print out the hours, minutes, seconds, and microseconds separately on each line. So instead of printing time 1, we're going to print, first of all, we want to print the hours. So hours, and outside of the quotes, we're going to write a comma. And here we're going to write time 1 dot hour. This will take the hour from time 1 over here, which is 1. Now let's do the same for the minutes. Here we write time 1 dot minutes. And now let's do it for the seconds. This time we have to do time 1 dot second. Last but not least, the microseconds. Instead, for the microseconds, we have to write. So let's save the file and run. Here there isn't supposed to be an S, and now let's run the program. Here, as you can see, it says that the hours of 1, there are 56 minutes, 54 seconds, and 53,895 microseconds.